Every game needs a contender. Every contender needs a purpose. And every purpose needs a start. My name is Grungus. I'm not the fastest, I'm not the strongest, and I'm not the most experienced, but I'm prepared to earn it. So instead of asking how, I decided to just start training. Locked regions, brutal trials, and progress that only comes from finishing what I start. This isn't about taking a shortcut to the top. It's not about a highlight reel, and it's not about being invited. It's about being able to do anything you set your mind to. If you ever thought that you couldn't compete, let me show you that with some effort, anything is possible. We'll walk this road together, and we'll stand where most people stop. This is Road to the Games. Greetings, Venture, and welcome back to Road to the Games. And today, we're going to tackle Challenge 2, the Desert Lock Challenge. But before that, I'd like to introduce a guest who's very passionate about this next challenge. Welcome in, Sir Deeve of Irwin.
I am Sir Deeve of Irwin, Knight Naturalist of Gielinor and humble scholar of the wild. While my family spend their days slaying beasts and monsters, I prefer to study them in their natural habitat. From the deepest jungles to the scorching sands of the Caridian Desert, my mission is simple: document every creature in Gielinor. Ah, Grungus, just the adventure I was hoping to find. You see, I've devoted my life to studying the magnificent creatures of Gielinor. While most knights simply slay these beasts, I prefer to observe them in their natural habitat. But documenting an entire region alone is no small task. That's where you come in. I need you to venture into the Caridian Desert and capture photographic evidence of the creatures that dwell there. Scorpions, lizards, kalphites, goats, anything that calls these sands home. Bring the photos back to me, and together we'll expand a great bestiary of Gielinor. And of course, should your research prove successful, I have prepared a special reward that may aid you in your future adventures. Now then, Grungus, let's see what magnificent creatures these sands have to offer.
No problem, Sir Deeve. This is a good opportunity for us to get familiar with some of the wildlife and creatures out in the desert. Because remember, kids, knowledge is power.
I knew I could count on you, Grungus. I'll check in on you later. There's a bloke about a stingray I need to have a word with.
Alright, let's get to it. Alright guys, so here we are at the Caridian Desert. I'm at the Shanty Pass. I think this would be a pretty good place to start. It's kind of really the true Caridian Desert area. I know there's a lot more creatures like an Alcarib.
This, roll the tape, mother.
But I figure Sir Deeve.
What? Don't stop. What? Don't stop. What? Don't stop. What? 'Cause the beat and the rhythm gotta make y'all dance. What? Don't stop. What? Don't stop.
Alright. Wait, what the hell? Is that Scrungly? Dude, that's Scrungly and Chicken Wing hanging out.
Hey Grungus, how did research go?
Well, not too bad, actually. I actually got to see a lot of great animals and a bunch of new creatures, and I think I seen a gnome get murdered, so I mean,
That's great. Well, Sir Deeve left you a Oculus message.
What? You didn't want to tell me earlier?
You were doing such a great job, I didn't want to disturb your flow. Also, I really didn't want to get up. I think I pulled something dancing.
You were dancing? With who?
Wouldn't you like to know, Weatherboy? Are you going to watch the video or what?
Well, let's take a look then.
Oi, Grungus, change your plans. I'm going to be in your neck of the woods, so why don't you meet up with me? I'm meeting up with fellow researcher Wingstone near the coast east of Necropolis. I should be there in about 30 minutes. I'll be arriving in a big air balloon. You can't miss me. I've never flown one of these bad boys before, but I'm sure it can't be too difficult, right? Anyway, see you soon.
Wingstone? I don't know if that dude's alive. Hot air balloon? Scrungly, how long has it been since you received this?
About 29 minutes ago.
Crikey, what a landing.
Sounds like someone better go investigate that sound. Not it.
Alright, thank you, Scrungly, as helpful as ever. Let's go see if we can find what that sound was. Oh, wait, what is that in the distance? Oh, my water skins are out. Oh my god, is that a ruined hot air balloon basket? Oh god. It looks like there's some footprints. That's a good sign. Hope Sir Deeve is okay. Surely. Oh man, the crocodiles. Dude, I hope these didn't get to him. They're aggressive too, man. Alright, let's go check near the coast. Wait. Oh my god. No, dude! No! Sir Deeve, dude! Sir Deeve, what happened? Alright, well, let's take a look to see what he had on him. Oh, a letter.
To whom this may concern, if you're reading this, I'm likely dead. Don't worry, I hear people resurrect in Lumbridge around here. Surely I will resurrect too, right? Why am I writing this? I'm sure you're asking. Well, the answer may surprise you. I'm about to take off in a hot air balloon with zero idea of what I'm doing. Am I worried? Not a bit. But just in case, I should probably write down some instructions, should they be needed. Anyway, while I make my way back from Lumbridge to pick up my things, please protect my items from being picked up by any random passerby, as I have some payment for an intern that I've given some busy work to complete. You know, fair wages and all. Should you see Grungus, please point him in the opposite direction. In fact, perhaps let him know I've actually discovered an even bigger treasure inside the tombs of Amaska. Also, please let Professor Wingstone know I have borrowed his air balloon, if you see him. He was doing some research on jackals. With love, Sir Deeve.
Well, Sir Deeve, I will carry on your legacy. And with that, we're going to call that challenge complete, guys. Now, I'm sure you're all wondering, what was the reward Sir Deeve had for me? What's the next challenge? Well, I'm glad you guys asked. And so, I will say that the next challenge, you'll have to wait and find out in the next episode of Road to the Games. Thank you all for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next installment. Until then, be safe out there, adventurers.